Hi, this is Father Louis Scurti with Friends of the Word here at Cristo Rey, Brooklyn, with Amaya, right?
Amaya.
Amaya,
Yes.
and Johan, and Mr. Henson, who is the president of Cristo Rey. We spoke about to him before, and this section is going to be about the gala, the fundraiser that's coming up to support Cristo Rey. Only because they were in my car, and I just did them the other day. I was at the Filipino consulate, and I'm the chaplain of Eagle Eye Charities, and they wanted a Lenten meditation painted. So I did a few paintings of the seven dolas of mystery of Mary, when Simeon in the temple predicted Mary would have seven dolas break her heart. This is one that combines the burial of Christ, the death of Christ, and Christ being placed into the hands of Mary. And I want them to be used as a fundraiser at the gala. Tell me who, what, when, where, why about the gala.
First of all, thank you very much. I'm sure those will be the top auction items that go out at our gala. So
They'll probably say, "Who did that? Didn't he know what to do?" They're expressionistic, so they don't look real. But kind of
So on May 15th,
good.
We are celebrating our 15th anniversary. So it's first year of the school, 2008-2009, and it's at the Pierre Hotel in Manhattan.
Not too shabby.
Not too
No.
shabby. That's
Excellent.
going to cost us a little bit, but it'll be worth it.
Yes.
It's a special celebration. And at the gala, we will be honoring three individuals and organizations who have truly been special to Cristo Rey broadly, and Cristo Rey Brooklyn specifically. The organization that we're going to be celebrating is American Express. I talked in a previous segment about our work-study program. American Express has been with us for at least a dozen years as a corporate work-study sponsor or
I'm
partner.
glad I used their card. Excellent.
Yep. They are our largest work-study partner. We have 16 students who work there, so they have more than 3 full-time equivalents. And they have also done a number of other things, made generous contributions every year. For example, before the school year begins, we have what we call a supervisor orientation. So for all the program managers and supervisors who are going to be working with Johan, Amaya, and their fellow students during the year, managing them, supervising them on a day-to-day basis. So we want to give them orientation. American Express has not only underwritten that, but hosted it at their office of the World Financial Center. So it's a tremendous, long-standing partnership, and we just thought it was totally appropriate and probably beyond time to honor them. Secondly, we're very, very, very honored to be able to recognize Bishop Brennan, who in the last year or so was appointed the Bishop of the Diocese of Brooklyn and Queens. He's a big supporter of Cristo Rey. He came to Brooklyn Diocese from Columbus, Ohio, where he was actually on the board of the Cristo Rey School in Columbus.
Good.
So there's that strong alignment.
Yes.
And then finally, a woman who, by the name of Carrie Davey, who, again, her family, right, has been very supportive of Cristo Rey Brooklyn. She was on our board for several years. She's in a senior position at Merrill Lynch, and she's actually going to be returning to our board of directors. So she's very, very committed
Excellent.
to Cristo Rey Brooklyn, Catholic education in general. So it's going to be a fun night. We're really looking forward to it. Like I said, it'll be special because it's our 15th anniversary. And
How could the audience get tickets or find out more information?
so they can certainly go to our website, CristoRayBrooklyn.org. And if they're in the New York area or if they want to have a fun trip, they can come. The Pierre is a wonderful, wonderful venue.
Yes.
If not, they can donate auction items. They can just sponsor a table. We've had supporters in the past do, where they couldn't make it because of distance or logistical reasons, that love the cause. I'm going to buy a table,
Right.
and then have some of your
Yes,
students,
sure.
some of your younger faculty and
Excellent.
staff go. So there are a number of ways. Even if they can't make it, they can bid on. We'll have a silent auction.
You know, I just presumed that you guys were having an auction. Yeah, it's Catholic fundraising,
Right,
so
exactly.
I'm raised up on that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad
So
I
we'll
was able
yeah,
to.
So we'll have a number of items, experiences, etc., for folks to bid on, and if it's anything like our 10th anniversary, it'll be a night to remember.
Excellent. Will it be entertainment?
We'll have a few students showing off their talents.
Excellent.
And probably one or two featured guest speakers beyond the honorees. So
That's great. And the date
May 15th.
and the price per
Starts-
ticket.
It depends. You can get individual tickets. You
Okay.
can get VIP tickets. You can get package. You can get sponsorship, which entitles you to.
And you know how to
tables.
do all that.
Right. So it runs the gamut.
And the date,
Again, May 15th.
May 15th. Book it.
6 p.m. cocktail hour.
Excellent. Excellent.
So thank you for the opportunity to,
Oh,
to
yeah.
share that.
This is. Will you be attending? Do you know?
Hopefully, if I get invited.
Okay. Can invite her, so, after all. What's your reaction to it?
My reaction to the gala.
To the gala, yeah.
Well, I've been to a gala before. I think I've been to 2 galas previously.
And you're only a senior.
Yes, I've been to 2 galas. I believe I started, my sophomore and junior year. I've been to both galas. There are amazing speakers there. The things that are being donated, they're like legendary things that you can even talk about. And the guest speakers, one thing I have to say, those guest speakers, they, you can really hear the connection in which, you see the support that CRB gives or Cristo Rey Brooklyn gives. They see it, and they kind of in a way that relates to, different partners and people that are going to be there that probably, are aware of what's happening at Cristo Rey Brooklyn, but just to, give, additional information on it.
Right.
So it's really great.
That's beautiful. Have you been to?
No, if I get invited this year, this will be my first time.
All right.
Okay, now
Putting
that's
pressure on me,
that's manipulation par
Exactly.
excellence. You're learning good stuff. You're learning good tools. If I get invited, okay, what do you think about this? As your president just explained.
I love what they're doing, just bringing people together. I think that's what's important here. We've built a sense of community, so I think the gala is a good way for the adults and then potentially some of the students to connect with each other. And then for the seniors, some of them are being sent off to college, so it would be a great way for, to send the seniors off to college.
Excellent. Now, just practical information. How far from the school do you live?
I live in Manhattan.
So how do you get here?
I take the train. It's about maybe an hour and some change. So every morning I wake up at about 5:30 a.m. just to get to school here.
God bless you. And you, where do you live?
I live here in Brooklyn, so it's probably 30 minutes to get here. Yes.
That's great. And that's typical. This kids come
It is.
from
Well, I think
all the
Johan,
boroughs.
probably comes from a greater distance than most students, but we're not a neighborhood school.
No,
we have
no,
a number
no.
of young people, obviously, who come here from the neighborhood, East Flatbush, and et cetera. But we get students from I think all 5 boroughs. We actually have one young man, one of Johan's closest friends, who comes all the way from Bridgeport, Connecticut. So he gets up at, what'd you say?
He gets up at, I get up at 5:30.
He's at
He gets
4:30?
up at 4:30, yeah, an hour before me.
To get here by between 7:30 and 8.
I'm a sleeper. That would never work in my life. I say I wake up early for 2 reasons. One, when they were in the grammar school, my niece and nephews, okay, because they're in grammar school, they all have all these little things at 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock in the morning. I showed up, and Jesus. That's the only other, and I'll say Mass anytime I'm needed to say Mass. They're the only 2 reasons I wake up early. So God bless you. What energy you have. Any siblings in your school?
One of my my one sister, she's attending Cornell University right now. She also went to Cristo Rey, New York.
Excellent. Siblings?
No, I'm the only child.
Oh, wow. Princess of the family. That's
Yes.
great.
But she's not even spoiled. She's
No, definitely not. Not spelled at all.
humble, friendly.
These two students gave me a tour of the whole school and introduced me to a million people, not a million, but a lot of people. And they're eloquent, as you can hear. They're professional for their age, superb, and welcoming. And I thank Mr. Hansen for your hospitality. This has been a wonderful
Well, thank you
day.
so much for coming out to visit us, and we do a lot here, but none of it would be achievable if we didn't have such great young people
Absolutely.
to work with when they came to us. So we're very grateful and indebted in that regard as
They're
well.
the jewels in your crown. Thank you very much for joining us. And all of the information for Cristo Rey is going to be on our byline and information about the gala. And anything else you want to know, contact me,
and
Father
just say
Louis Scurti at hotmail.com, and let Rich say something else.
And if anyone is interested in learning more about the work-study program, go to our website, or you can contact me or the director of our work-study program, Alan Garcia, because we're always looking for new partners and sponsors for that fantastic program.
That's great. That's
So
great.
thank you so much.
And the Cristo Rey website says the history of going back. You're in California too, right?
We have schools in L.A., San Fran, Oakland,
All over.
all over. I mean, like I said, it's almost 40 schools coast to coast.
Great. Thank you for joining us, and keep in touch with Cristo Rey and Friends of the Word, and you'll hear more information. And think about the gala. It should be a nice evening. God bless you. This is Father Louis Scurti with Amaya
Yes.
and Johan
Yes.
and Mr. Hansen. God bless you.
Grace of God.
Grace of God made you a board member.
Absolutely.
But